Hi everyone, I'm Tom Lamog with Bruce Geiger. I'm the program director for Veterans Guitar Alliance, and taking care of operations is Bruce. We're coming to you from the American Legion Post 507 here in Santa Clarita. Now, our mission is to empower veterans to heal, grow, and connect by guiding them on a musical journey through music, guitar education, and community support. Today, it's a special day. We're celebrating the graduation of our very first veteran student with the Veterans Guitar Alliance, and also recognizing his volunteer instructor who helped him complete our 10-lesson course. I'd like to introduce you to Scott Enright and David Russell. Scott, let me start with you. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself, the branch of military that you served in, anything else that you want to share with us?
Sure. I started out as an E1 in the United States Air Force in 1978, and I stayed in that track for 5 years, or 5 ranks, E1 through E5, and I switched over to the officer side, O1 through O5. And I was in a total of 29 active duty years. Wow. And then I transitioned to Army civilian for a year, and then Navy civilian for 6 years.
You made your rounds, it sounds
like.
Yeah,
no, that's not done. I'm retired now. So.
Oh, good for you. Any highlights of your military service that you think our community would be interested in?
Oh my goodness. Well, I went to Baghdad, and then like a lot of us did, and that's where I got my PTSD, and that's what this really helps with. But I also was a base commander in San Vito del Normandy, Italy. And I was a base commander, squadron commander for an expeditionary intelligence squadron in Italy as well. Wow. And then a lot of programming. I programmed some stuff they still use to this day 50 years later. So it was a good trip. It was a good,
wow.
Went fast.
Well, thank you very much for your service to our country. So let's switch gears. What made you interested in taking guitar lessons?
I play the piano at an intermediate level, and I was always intrigued with the tones of a guitar, and so to be able to transition from this to this was always a mystery to me, and so David helped me get through that.
Did piano stick with you in your mind when you played guitar, or were you able to completely let go of?
No, I actually had to take my guitar back to the piano and say, okay, this is a G, and I'll put the G. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't transpose together. One's different than the other to me.
Especially with your hands.
Mm-hmm. I got good hands for the piano. I just don't know if I have good hands for it. I'll have to find that out.
What was the most challenging part about your lessons?
It still is. When I'm at home and I'm strumming, to me, it's like $1,000,000. When I come here, I somehow get a little more nervous, I guess, and I have a little bit more trouble maintaining a nice strum going along. And that's taken some time. I think I've come a lot farther than where I was when I started.
Oh, I bet. I bet. Well, we're going to find out from David here in just a moment here about that. What's next on your guitar journey?
Yeah, my grandson has inherited some beautiful guitars, and he's learning it strictly online and from friends how to play, and he's playing it beautifully. So what's going to be nice is to get together with him, hopefully over the holidays, and strum together, and just play along. That's that, and practicing a lot and getting better at what I was trying to accomplish here.
I don't know if I'm certain that our instructors will agree, but finding someone else to play with when there's a second musician that's involved, it really becomes a lot of fun. Certainly it's fun playing by yourself, but when you have someone else who kind of strums along, it adds the depth of an additional instrument, the possibility of switching vocals, even switching soloing sometimes when you get to that point. So any interest in doing any Van Halen work or anything like that? Or
no, I think I'm past my prime on that, I think.
Okay, well, sounds good. My last question to you is this: is there a message that you have to aspiring guitar players who want to take guitar?
And my biggest thing would be for, we all have PTSD of some sort or another. If you've been to Baghdad or if you've been someplace like that, it stays with you, and this helps soothe that. It does. And so I say for aspiring guitar players, this is a really nice way to help soothe you in the evenings. The people around you, it's not as bad as a piano or drums. You can play this softly, and they don't mind, and you have a place to get away from things.
Congratulations. Let me just go to David real quick now. David, let's talk about, you're a musician yourself.
Well, for the last 30 years, I've been a film and television composer, but before that, I got a bachelor's degree in classical guitar performance and then later a master's degree in music. But guitar has been something that I'm returning to and that I've always loved, and I want to share that. And when I heard about what you and Bruce were doing, I felt like I've always been a supporter of the men and women in our military who serve our country, and it was just a small way that I could give back. I just think it's a great idea to share music, to teach someone who has served this country, give them a little bit back for their service, and in doing so, help them, but also spread music, and so that we can all share it, and hopefully Scott will come to our song circles and play with us, and because really that's, like you say, playing by yourself is great, I love it, but playing with other people, there's just something about that, the community, and there's just something that for those of us who love music, hearing music come to life is just, and being part of the creation of that in the moment is nothing like it.
Exactly. I know what you mean. Hey, let's talk about the light bulb moment, the moment that you thought, you know what, I'm teaching Scott how to play, but was there something that stood out that basically Scott recognized as, I get it?
Well, Scott was already a musician when he showed up. He already had a wealth of knowledge and understanding of songs and music, and from a keyboard perspective. So he was already more advanced than some students in that respect. When he came in, bringing his own songs that he had found that he wanted to play, and he was already kind of playing them because we had gone over a whole bunch of chords. I'd shown him, and to me, if I in this scenario, if I can get someone to where they can look at a chord book and play 4 or 5 chords and be able to play that on their own, I've taught them something that they can build upon when they leave. And I think that's so important to be able to get to that point. And when he was able to do that, that was really a big turning point, because I know that he can pick up a chord book and he can figure out how to play that song, and that's what it's all about.
Way to go. 10 lessons too. Mm-hmm. And you made it through, both of you made it through together. And so what's next? Is there a final assignment that you have for Scott?
Just keep playing. I've shown him some exercises for strumming. I guess to say it again, if there were a real final assignment, it would be to come to the song circles and really start to feel the community and have songs put in front of you that you've never played before. Maybe you've heard them 100 times, but you've never played them. And there's a challenge there. And I personally love that challenge whenever I go to some place like that. And I think that it always helps to push yourself, and that's a good way to do it. In a conducive, friendly, warm environment where if you mess up, we don't care.
Bruce Geiger, would you like to do the honors and award this gentleman with a guitar? And you know the story. You want to tell him the story behind that guitar, or would you like?
I don't know it as well. I just heard it.
Well,
here you go.
Thank you.
So the story is this: every guitar that we hand out, there is a story that we asked the previous owner to share. This came from a woman who had recently upgraded her guitar. This is a Carlo Robelli guitar, and she decided, you know what, she learned a whole lot of things on this guitar, but it was time to upgrade, so she got herself a new Taylor guitar and said, you can take this guitar and give it to a veteran who can go ahead and make use of it as the way that I did. So that's the story with that guitar. Make sure to carry that one with you. Congratulations.
Well, as you've seen, we've graduated a student today, and we have at least 6 more on the books to go. And at the moment, we could really use some instructors. So if you're out there and you know how to play a guitar and you can give lessons, 10 basic lessons, we just do open chords, give us a call and we can set you up and get you in as an instructor.
So here's my last question to you. Now, Scott already addressed aspiring guitar players. What is it, his final words were? But maybe there's some musicians out there who are thinking about the idea of teaching other veterans to play. How about a message for them?
It's been very rewarding for me to be able to meet people, to give back, to share music with people who have, whether I've known it or not, they've provided a lot for me in my life by through their service in the military. And this is just a way that I think it's just such a wonderful way to give back by sharing something positive and helping them get their legs on a musical journey with the guitar, which is we all love.
Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Congratulations to you both for making it through the program. Scott, for you, congratulations on graduation and make use of that guitar. And we'll see you at the next Song Circle, guys.
Look forward to it.
All right.
Good. Thank you, Tom.